everyone, welcome back to my channel. This time I have done something I have been dreaming for such a long time, that is pack my books and go to an island to read them. I went for a trip to Mauritius and took my most anticipated releases for this year to read those books, and I did that in course of the video, and I'm going to talk about them as I proceed through the video, but let me name them. I first read Three Reasons for Revenge by dervla mctiernan. I am sorry for butchering her name, but she's one of my favorite thriller authors. After What Happened to Nina, I gave it 5 stars. Let's see what happened with this book. Next, I read Sublimation by Isabel J. This is a debut sci-fi doppelganger novel, and I want to read everything to deal with doppelgangers because that is something which really interests me. And the third novel is The Shampoo Effect, which I read because of the stunning cover and also the name, this fancy name, The Shampoo Effect, and also the beachy vibes for a lazy afternoon read that I suppose I can get over the beach. So these were the three novels that I chose for this vlog. And now let me take you 1 week back when I started my trip with these books. Hey everyone, how's you doing? It's my first update and I have reached my hotel at the Flick and Flag Beach, Mauritius, and it's been a very stressful and hectic day, and so I'm looking extremely shitty, so excuse me for my looks. I haven't put anything on my face right now. I just took the shower and it was a great experience to be a part of the Kisela nature lion walk, especially. And there were giant tortoises. The lion walk I couldn't take pictures of, but the jungle safari itself was so damn good. But I'm starving right at the moment. And about my book situation, well, I started off with Sublimation on my first flight to Bangalore, but well, it somehow didn't work for me at the moment. I was zoning out of it completely, but then I thought I would choose something fast paced. As you know, I'm going through a reading slump right at the moment, and sorry. So the first book I chose to read for this vlog was, okay, I forgot the name. It's on the screen. Three Reasons for Revenge. I guess it's by dervla mctiernan. I am hoping I'm not butchering the author's name completely. I have read this author before. In the very beginning of this year, the book called What Happened to Nina, and it was a book where nothing happened. Really, it was revealed in the very first chapter itself that where the book was leading to, and nothing really happens in the book. Yet, the book gripped me so much, I just couldn't put it down, and I had finished it in one sitting. And till date, remains one of my favorite thrillers, and it's gonna be my all-time favorite because it was a 5-star read. It was amazing, and when I heard she was coming up with this new book, I had to pick it up. So I did, without knowing anything about what the book is about, except knowing that it's a revenge story. Of course, the revenge is there in the title. So there is probably going to be three seemingly unconnected persons who are going to receive some kind of parcel, and the parcel will have some kind of evidence in that that will be enough to destroy their life completely. So ruin the life in some ways, publicly shaming them. So that is what's going to happen in the book. And seemingly I thought that this is not the kind of things I'm usually attracted to, but because it's dervla mctiernan, I wanted to give it a try. And oh my god, the first chapter, oh god, in the first, I guess, paragraph, the book hooked me. It's so dark and so gritty and so engaging, and so many things are happening. I'm 30% into the book, and there is this investigation going on, and we have a lead female investigator. And I love a book when we have a female investigator in the lead. I just really love that. I don't know, I have a thing for it. And her personal trauma is also being shown, and the kind of politics she is facing in her work, regarding her work, is also being talked about in the book. So and also there is murder investigation going on, and then there is this actual plot point that is also happening, that this parcel has been received by someone that is containing something that can ruin their life. So a lot is happening in this book, which is not exactly like what happened to Nina, because that book didn't have a lot of material in it, but here at least a lot of things are happening, and I'm really, really hopeful to continue it now, because it's only 5:30 p.m. right now, and we'll just have dinner soon, because we didn't have a lot to eat throughout the day. And right at the moment, I plan to do my dinner and go by the beach and read some more, and see you in my next one. Hey everyone, welcome to my second update. I am still at Mauritius. It's my third day. We had a seaplane ride today, and we went in for underwater waterfall, and it was an amazing experience. Especially the seaplane ride was an amazing experience. The waterfall was a bit gimmicky. That's what I felt. It was more of an optical illusion than of course, it was an optical illusion, I knew it, but it wasn't anything of total wonder. But yes, the seaplane ride, I'd never actually had an experience with a seaplane, so it was an amazing experience at that. Okay, so next, I finished 3 Reasons for Revenge, and what do we say? It was amazing, as it was from the very beginning. It was ending wasn't anything very surprising or out of the box. You could just guess it. From about 70% towards the ending could be guessed. But the way it's been written, it was pretty action packed and engaging. And after a long time, I read this good thriller, especially in the year of 2026. The thrillers that's been released this year, I haven't been very lucky with them. So I think it was a very good one. Not as good as what happened to Nina, although I keep on saying that a lot has been taking place in this book rather than that one. That one was more predictable, but that was a more emotional read for me, a full 5-star, an unforgettable read. But this was more action packed. I would highly, highly recommend you check it out if you love a police investigative procedural thriller, especially with a strong female lead, especially complex characters, psychopathic characters. If you love that kind of books, you're gonna love it. I rated it 4.5 stars. Not a complete 5 stars for me, but I really had an amazing banger. I would recommend this book left, right, and center, and it's one of my favorite thrillers this year, definitely. And finally, I could start Sublimation by Isabel J. Kim, and it's basically a doppelganger story, and that's what I knew going into this book. It's going to be a science fiction. It's basically based on the concept that if you're immigrating from a place, you can create your doppelgangers who will stay there for you, and you can then go to the place you are immigrating to, and this doppelganger will take up your place, and you'll have a totally different life over there. And this person will be similar to you, but will be very different from you, will be taking your life, your space in this place you're leaving behind. And
I think it's being marketed as a sci fi thriller, but I have read 40 pages of this book and it's giving me a very complex family drama and literary fiction kind of a feeling. It's filled with social commentary on how, these concept of doppelganger is being used by America for its own benefits, and it's kind of using it for its, uh, you know, populating its already overpopulated areas, for its using it as kind of means to obtain cheap labor, and how it's exploiting people in the name of creating these doppelgangers they're calling instances. An instance is a duplicate, self-cleaved mitosis like from the original, though the duplicate and the original are both referred as an instances in modern American vocabulary. To become an instance is to instantiate, in the present tense, instancing. So they have used this very cool concept, and I'm liking how easy the writing is, and the author has explained this process of instancing time and again, and it's very easy to follow through. I am not a huge sci-fi reader. I am very scared of science fiction, although I'm a science student, but I'm really scared of reading sci-fi because I think most of the things will go above my head, but I am really enjoying it by far, and I'm really hooked. In fact, it's giving me all 5-star energy till now. So the first 40 pages have gone really well. I hope to continue it and update you in my next one.
Hey, so I'm back from Mauritius in my own nation, and what do you say? The trip was fantastic. I loved every part of it, and I have finished Sublimation by Isabel J. Kim. And what do I say? Well, it is a doppelganger story, as we discussed in the last update, but it is definitely not a thriller. As I said, it is a speculative fiction, sci fi fiction. It is based on the concept of instancing, where if a person crosses the border of a country, then they are supposed to make an instance of themselves, that is, a doppelganger of themselves, that will stay back in the country to cover for them till the time they instance. This person will have same memories, same upbringing, and that person would be same, like those two person will basically be the same person, but from the point they cross the boundary of a country, these two are going to be different. So they are not like twins. They will have a shared past, but then they'll be separate persons from the very time they cross the boundary of a country. So that is what the concept is. So we are following our female protagonist, Soyoung Rose Kang. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Soyoung Rose Kang. She's crossed the border and now she's Soyoung and Rose. Rose has moved to USA and Soyoung has stayed back in South Korea. Now Rose is coming to South Korea for the first time because her grandfather has died and she's to meet Soyoung for the first time. And Soyoung has called Rose from the USA to come for the burial of their grandfather because, according to her, her grandfather used to miss Rose in his last days, but Soyoung has got some sinister plans in her minds, and I'm not spoiling anything for you. This is always in the blurred part. So, what is the plan? That is basically going to be the story of this book. Now, what Isabel J. Kim has done with this book is to make you sit down, slow down a bit, and speculate a lot. Like, think a lot about the choices you make in your life, the choices about the country you choose to stay, the country from where you immigrate, the culture you choose to apply to your life, the nature of things that you choose to put in your life, and the things that you discard, and the things you wish were the part of your life, and the things you did not do in your life, and regret not doing in your life, and what if you could do that in your life. And that is what is basically the main concept of this book. Like, your instance is doing that thing, and is there a chance
reintegrate with that person, then this person has a different set of experience and you have a different set of experience, and then these two people can reintegrate, and then these experiences will be combined. And those are the concepts that are being discussed. And I think the concept is really, really cool, not only on paper but on execution also. She's done a fantastic job. But I found the writing to be a bit heavy handed. Like, she's not left anything to our imagination. She's tried to explain anything and everything that is to be explained. Like, any new concept she has tried to introduce, she has gone on explaining and explaining and explaining. Like, this could be a novella, and she's converted it into a novel, and she has explained a lot in the process, and that makes the impact of this novel a bit dull. That took away the 5-star experience of this book. And the fact that this is being marketed as a thriller, there is nothing thrilling or edge of the seat in this book. Like, nothing like that is happening. This is very slow. The pacing is very slow in this book. Like, almost nothing happens in the first and second part, then there is something happening. This is more about your family grief, exploring identity, exploring ethnicity, exploring your choices, exploring moral ambiguity, exploring ethics, exploring capitalism, exploring greed. So there's a lot of exploration, and it's a slow and speculative book. So do not go expecting a thrilling ride. But if you want to sit down with a book and speculate and think, then I think it's a good book. So I rated it 3.75, but it's a good book and I would recommend you check this out. The next book I picked up for this vlog is The Shampoo Effect by Jenny Jackson, mostly going by its cover and expecting it to be a light, fluffy, beachy read. But fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, it was much more layered and pleasantly so. I'm going to explain to you. It is basically following this writer named Carolyn Lash, and I don't know, I keep calling her Carolyn Rash for some reason. Carolyn Lash, she is distraught and broken because she is a product of nepotism, and she's very sad about that, and she wants a fresh start for herself, and that's why she's moved to this seaside small town, and there she befriends this person who is an environmental scientist, and with him she then settles down in this new community of people who are already friends with each other, and they have their life in a very they lead their life in a very different manner because Callan has moved from America, which is much more fast paced and has a different way of living her life. And these are people who are in a small town living in a beach town, so they are more chilled out people, and she's trying to fit in this new group, and that is the basic premise of this whole book. There is much more to it, but then if I give it to you, that'll be a spoiler. There is this kind of a relationship problem kind of a situation, but more than romance and relationship kind of situation, this is a story of friendship, distorted family dynamics, and a lot more. And it's so layered, and instead of like going by events and fast paced thrilling twists, the author has tried her best to give us character sketches in the form of multiple POVs. Even the side characters, we get their POVs. And I love that about the book. I loved everything about the book. We get 4 POVs basically, and all 4 of the ladies, they have their perspectives put. Carolyn and Bailey are the main characters, and there are 2 side characters, Augusta and Fran. Their perspectives also we get from time to time. All the perspectives are so interesting, their lives and what they have gone through that have shaped them to become the way they are, and why they're behaving a certain way. Those things have been explored so well. I loved each and every aspect of this book. I really, really, really love this book. I'm gonna recommend this left, right, and center. I think it's a perfect book for me at least. I had only one gripe. I think the ending was a bit rushed. I wanted it to go on a little longer, and a more conclusive end could have been there for me. The ending was like too good to be kind of an ending, and it happened in a rushed way, and it was a bit unlike what happened in the whole book. Like, the whole book felt so real and human and so flawed, and yet the ending was so perfect. So
that is what felt rushed. And I wanted to sit down and speculate a lot with the ending, but it sadly didn't deliver in that part. But that doesn't take away anything from the happiness the whole book has given me. The characters are going to stay with me throughout my life. I've already ordered the physical copy. I'm going to reread it very soon. I don't know what's wrong with my R's and L. I keep twisting them. I'm going to reread the book every summer, I guess. I loved it. If you liked the Wedding People last year by Alison Espac, I think you're gonna love this book. If you did like that book, I found a lot of similarity in the writing style. It's darkly comical and humorous, and I loved every aspect of this book. 5 stars for me. Yes, it was 5 stars. Even with that ending, it was 5 stars for me. I loved this book. And with this, I end this vlog. This was a very long vlog for me. And if you really want to watch such videos, and please do support my channel. Uh, Please do subscribe to my channel. Your one subscription means a lot to me because it's a new one. If you do support me, I will keep updating you about new books. I will read them for you and will let you know about so that you can decide which new books to add to your TBR. Till then, keep working hard, keep chilling hard, and keep reading.